Hi, Wig Pals. Welcome or welcome back to All About That Fringe. I'm Karen, and thanks for joining me today. I just got done meeting with a student. I know it's a Sunday, but my job seems to never end. And I love talking to my gradlings. I also love talking to all of you. So I'm glad I have this other part of my life where um, I don't know, I can maybe do other things or bring some other things to it. I had a couple people comment about my last video because I was talking about Winnicott and how, some of the things that I do in my day job kind of, you know, filter into this kind of world with you and in the wig world. So I've got a little bit of that today, but one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to show you Peyton. Peyton is a Henry Margu style. The color here, and I'm so glad I'm doing this during the daylight so you can see her. The color is 27AH. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous color. And the thing about this particular color 27AH is it's, to me, it's not blonde, it's not brown, it's not auburn. It's just this absolutely gorgeous blend of colors that I think looks super pretty. I want to show you just how gorgeous the scalp is. This is a full mono piece with a lace front. And I'll show you inside under the hood, as I say, in just a few minutes. But what I want you to also do is when you have a chance and you're on any of the websites that sell Henry Margu, I purchased her at Wig Studio One, so that's where I would suggest you might take a peek. The stock photo looks like, I don't know, like she's a simplicity sewing pattern model from the 1930s or 40s. I don't know. Like, it doesn't look like this. This is cute. This is cute. It's a medium density wig. It's not, like a bell tress that has like, very, very light fibers. This has got much more body to it. She does have some permatease up here. So if you're one of my wig pals that really like to poof them up, you are in luck with Peyton because she's got a lot to work with, but she's not nesty feeling. So what's interesting about her is, yes, she has a permatease, but if I'm going to compare her to, like maybe an Aesthetica or an A of Paris or a Noriko, especially Noriko, if I'm comparing her to some other brands' permatease, it really does feel different. Um, hmm, I'm like realizing this for the first time as I'm talking to you about it. It's a softer permatease. It doesn't feel quite so nesty, but it's definitely there to give things body. Definitely there to, like, if I put something someplace, I can really, I can really get like a different look. If I wanted to tuck her and then poof her behind that, I could probably get that going. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a little spritz of water. If you don't have one of these, you should get one. They're only like, I don't know, 10, 15 bucks. And what they do is they mist the water so in such a way that it's like just such a light mist. So it's not like wetting down my hair or taking a shower, but it allows you to style something without using a lot of product. And I am not a fan of using a lot of product. I wasn't with my bio hair, and I'm not with my helper hair. Mm-mm. So a little bit of water, and like, this is it. Like, look at that. Quick, quick, quick style. Boom, she's there. She's got really good coverage, but you can see here, I have those little temple pieces of my hair tend to really extend in my face. That's actually kind of extreme. So this is not on the wig. This is really the problem here, is my head. And so usually I shave that a little bit closer. And I would normally, if I didn't have her shaved pretty close, my head shaved pretty close, I would touch it up with a little bit of root powder. But I can take Peyton and I can bring her down around my face a little bit like that. Pull the hair from the ear tabs forward just a little bit. And I've got really nice coverage without having to do a whole lot of extra. Um, Love the color, love the style, love the feel, love Henry Margu fibers. Just absolutely love them. And I'm so glad I get to show her to you in the daylight. I thought you might also like to see what she looks like under the hood. So I'm going to show you that in a minute because the mono top is gorgeous. The lace is really extended and gorgeous. So we'll show you that. Why don't I do that right now? And then I'll come right back and talk to you about the pages, which is the other thing I wanted to talk to you about today. So let me just pop her up. Okay, here we go. Take a look at this. How gorgeous is that? Look at that beautiful lace, temple to temple, almost ear to ear, but definitely temple to temple. A little past temple, I would say, because there's your ear tab. So really, really ear to ear almost. And then look at that mono top. And the thing is, you're not going to get one of those, I don't know, like John Renault kind of parts out of her, or a Beltress kind of part out of her, because she's got a little bit more density to her hair. But this also means that you can part her anywhere you'd like, and you're going to get the illusion of scalp and a really natural look, which on a piece that's got a little bit more density in the hair, like I said, it's not high density, it's about a medium. A lot of times those can look super fake, and it doesn't at all. And I want to just kind of give you a look at the open wefts, keep her nice and cool. Extended knee, completely covered in velvet. Nice Velcro adjusters here. And she's got some shorter, I don't know if you can see them, those short pieces of hair. I remember there was a wig pal at one point who thought that that was a defect. It's not. It's actually like an undercut fringe that helps keep this part from getting stuck in your collar, helps just move it a little bit off of your neck. And that's really necessary for the style. So let me just pop her back on again. So funny, I had just finished styling her and then I popped her off, right? So I'm gonna just go ahead and give her a little bit of a brush, and then I'll mess her up a little bit again. But she's glorious, isn't she? I mean, this is not the Peyton you see in the stock photos at all. She reminds me a little bit of Renee of Paris's Amal in terms of the style. Amal is really adorable. Amal's permatease is a little bit more like Renee of Paris's permatease. It's a little, it's a little thicker, a little crunchier on top. But again, if you don't mind that and you like it for styling, it's great. But the permatease that is in Peyton is just different. It's softer. Henry Margu's permatease is just softer and lighter and less bothersome to me than I think in some other brands. I'm gonna just go ahead and give her a little adjustment there. And I think I'm set. All right, let's talk about pages. So All About That Fringe has 2 pages on Facebook. The first one is it's called a page on Facebook. So it's not a group, but it's a page. And I kind of wish I had originally set it up as a group and not a page, because it didn't allow all of you to interact in the ways that I might have, eventually hoped that you could. But in the group, you can interact in different ways. You can post your pictures in the albums, see each other's stuff, and it's a private space. So if you comment there, it's not open to be seen by other people, even on your friends list, who are not in the group. So it does give you more privacy to be in the All About That Fringe and Friends private group. But in the main page, it's a place where if you wanted to comment on something and share, like, hey, here's Peyton in 27AH with someone, but you don't want to invite them into that private space to have, more intimate conversations, you could show somebody what this looks like, or you could share something with them. Also, on the main page is where we will do our giveaways. We did a giveaway in March where we gave away 2 wigs, Ocean by Aesthetica, and then also Hollywood Lights by Jacqueline Smith. Yes. And then this month we were supposed to give away an auburn, a brunette, and a fun color. And I have to tell you that the recipients, the people who won in those categories, there was a little switching of categories between 2 people who won. And so somebody in the fun category wound up with an auburn, and somebody in the auburn wound up with a fun, and that's okay. Like, it's okay. But and the person in the brunette category was like, I want the brunette. That's what I signed up for. So you'll see some of those pictures because they've been posting them, and we're waiting for one of them to receive her piece because she's abroad and has to do this complicated, they package it up and send it to her, all the stuff that she's buying from the US. So once that all happens, you'll get to see all 3 of them, but 2 of them have already posted, and they're lovely. They're just lovely. I will do those giveaways on the main page. In the private group, I might do something special that's just for the people in the private group. And we have a couple ideas because we'd like to have the people in the private group maybe be participating in some different initiatives that we have. Now, I've said this before, so I'm going to say it again. Our groups, whether it's the private All About That Fringe and Friends group, or the main public page of All About That Fringe, are not intended to replace other places. You know, I purchased Peyton at Wig Studio One. Wig Studio One has a private page, a wig and topper, Wig Studio One wig and topper support group page. It's got so many people on it. I want to say 20,000. It's a lot of people. And so it's a really good resource. It's an enormous page. Some of the smaller wig companies have support group pages, and they're fabulous. And then there are outreach pages, and there are pages where you can sell and buy and trade. We're not looking to duplicate any of that at all. We're just another space. We're a space to have conversations about helper hair. We're a space to share things regardless of where you purchased it from, regardless of what brand you have, where you can show your modifications if you've made some. Just, I don't know, a little bit, just a little bit more of a holding space, if you will. So the private page, again, is a place where you can just know that you're talking to the people who have come into that group. In order to come into that group, you need to fill out the questions. We do a little checking to see, who referred you, how long that person's been in the group, our knowledge of them. We do a little check-in so that space can be as safe as we can make it without being the FBI. So yeah, we just try to do that. And if that means it keeps our space small, it keeps our space small. If it means, maybe we filter out 1 or 2 people who might have not had the best intentions, then it's worth all of the effort. But I also know that those things aren't perfect. And there are people in this world who want to take advantage of people who use helper hair. And I've said this before, you can be better than that. And I hope that some of them are listening to me. Maybe even one. All right. So we'll see you on All About That Fringe Facebook page, main page. Just follow the main page anyway. And if you want to join the private group, tell us, how you were referred. You can even say, I watched an All About That Fringe YouTube video and Karen suggested I do this. Make sure you scroll down, read the group rules, and that you really do agree to them. And then I'm starting to post a few pictures on Instagram. I don't usually do Twitter. Um, I think Instagram is sort of the place where people are doing more with helper hair right now. So I'm trying to upload just maybe like one picture of a style and kind of contribute there. I know y'all appreciate the fact that I try and show things in different lighting. So I'll continue to do that where I can, maybe more on the Facebook page than Instagram. So I hope that gives you just a little bit of, I don't know, map of where to look for what, where, when. I hope you enjoy these videos. I really appreciate you being part of our world. And in whatever way um, is safe and comfortable, we'll connect. So thank you so much for that. And I'll see you next time. Bye.